Hi, my name is Fisher Davis. Thank you for watching my presentation. For this research project, I decided to do a little bit of research on the bust of Nefertiti because back when we were learning about it in class, I really thought it was cool. I thought it was a really interesting piece of art. It looked like it was well crafted, and after doing a little bit of research, I found out it was really historically significant. So I decided to do my research project on this. The introduction, a little bit of background information to know. Nefertiti was a queen in ancient Egypt. She lived from about 1370 BC to 1330 BC. And just remember, time kind of like goes backwards. From BC, it counts down to BC, and then it goes up to AD, so that's why it goes from 1370 to 1330. And she was a royal wife of Pharaoh Akhenaten, and she had a lot of cultural and historical significance as she was part of a lot of influential changes. For example, she started shifting Egyptian culture from polytheism, which is believing in multiple gods, to monotheism, which is believing in one god. And then she also had like a lot of power over Egypt back in the day. So for the discovery and historical context, in 1912, the bust of Nefertiti was discovered by the German archaeologist Ludwig Borchardt. And excuse me for pronouncing that name, I'm sure I did it wrong. But Ludwig discovered it at Tel El Amarna, and this discovery shed light on the revolutionary Amarna art style that emerged during the rule of Queen Nefertiti's husband. And this period marked a departure from traditional Egyptian art, emphasizing more naturalistic portrayals, and the bust stands as a remarkable example of this traditional phase. So, as you can see here, this is the bust of Nefertiti. I'm sure most of you have seen it before in class or in other places, but there's 3 pictures here. This one on the left is the best one, where you can see all of her features. You can see she's missing her left eye. And then there are lots of different colors, like you can see red and blue on her crown, and then on the necklace as well. And so some of the artistic features and symbolism are the intricate details. It's made out of limestone and stucco. It has a lifelike representation, in contrast to traditional Egyptian art, which is more two-dimensional and doesn't represent humans as they are seen in the real world. But it also symbolizes her royalty when you look at her blue crown, because blue wasn't a very common pigment, so only the royals usually could afford to have things in blue. So some of the legacies and controversies are, well, the controversy is mostly surrounded around its ownership, and it's currently in the Neues Museum in Berlin. But its legacy is it influenced modern art and fashion. It changed the typical style of Egyptian art, like we were talking about before, how it kind of changed it from less realistic to more realistic. And it was like that going on. But she also had a lot of impact over the culture of Egypt. And the bust of Nefertiti is also a symbol of ancient Egypt's enduring fascination. So people still want to see the bust today. They still think it's beautiful, and they will go to see it. So they're kind of fascinated with the culture of ancient Egypt. Overall, I really liked researching this. I thought it was cool when we learned about it in class the first time, and I thought it was even more cool when I delved a little bit deeper into it. I learned a lot, and thank you for watching my presentation. Here are my resources.